Child psychology. The child psychology is a positive science which studies the behavior of child in the context of his environment, treating the child as an individual. So how we can handle a child? So for that, what are the basic techniques we can follow? So in this, we are going to study about the psychology of a child. So generally, the child's behavior can be differentiated by ages from 0 to 6 and 6 to 12, 12 to 18 and 18 to the remaining years. So here the 0 to 6 is called the infancy stage, 6 to 12 is called the childhood stage, and then 12 to 18 is called as the adolescence age, and after 18 it is called as an adulthood. So here by this the psychology of the child is being age is divided. So here to study an individual child, to study about an individual child, we need the environment for the child and the behavior analysis of the child, and then we have to evaluate through some curriculum. So for that we are sending our children to school. So here how we can evaluate the child using the assessment method. So for example, we have to learn the child using some teaching methodologies. So for each and every child, the teaching methodology will be different. So based on that, the student's performance is being analyzed. So generally, your children behavior will have some problems like in school. There will be some classroom problems like discipline or is the studies. So where they are lagging on, we are going to research on it by applying different evaluating methods for each and every children. So for each and every children, the methodologies will be different. So for example, a child can be a slow learner, a child can be an average learner, or else a child can be a speed learner. So based on that, the techniques can be differentiated. So here, for each and every teacher, the teacher must concentrate on the child-centric methods. So we should not send the common assessment for all the child, because each and every child is being differentiated. So for that we are applying child-centric methods. And next, the teacher should have some patience. So patience in the meaning, we should not expect the immediate result from the child. So we need to analyze that child. So for that, the teachers should not be harsh. The teachers should be stop reacting to their individual work, and then don't suppress the child, and being observant. The being observant in the sense, we have to observe the child for a long time. These are all the techniques we can apply to the child with respect to teachers. So how a child is being developed? So from infancy stage to the adolescence stage, there will be different set of developments. So the first development is the child development from age 6, from 0 to 6 age. So the child will have some physical strength and the child will have some mental development. So these two developments are important thing during this infancy stage. So here the infancy can be divided into two groups. One is toddler and another one is preschoolers. So maybe from 0 to 6, from 0 to 3 they can be considered as a toddler. So after 3 to 6 they can be considered as a preschooler. So here, so what are all the physical and mental developments occurred in the child? So based on their neurons developed. So for some child, they will have some quick grasping power, so that they will learn the things speed. So some child will not have that fast learning things, so that they will be lagging in their developments. So here, based on their experience, they are learning new things actually. So each and every new things will experience them the different things in this environment. For example, a child can a child, like if we are giving some hot or cold items, based like by touching those items, they can develop their sensory things using their hot or cold things can be happened at that time. Next one is hard or soft. So like that we can give different set of things or else different objects in that environment, and the child will learn based on their mental ability. In the case of physical and mental development, the physical development will lead to their weight or as their height of that individual child, and mental is nothing but the cognitive skills that they are developing inside them. So cognitive means knowledge. So how they are developing their knowledge based on the given environmental objects. And next, we can also differentiate the child behaviors based on emotional, social, language, creative and ethical values also. So at starting, during the infancy stage, these two are very important. So after that, during the infant stage from 0 to 1, they are developing their senses, the 5 senses. So like touching, hearing, seeing and feeling, and then smelling, and then tasting. So these sense organs are developed in the child, and their body parts are also developed. Like their organs are being, bones, organs, etc. are being developed. So here they are called as an immature person. Why? Because they are not mature enough to analyze the environment. So these infants are called as immature. The physical and mental ability or as the development is being happened using motor skills. Motor skills are nothing but the usage of muscles or as the usage of their individual strength. So there are two types of motor skills. One is fine motor and another one is gross motor. So fine motor is nothing but the smaller muscles. Gross motor means the larger muscles. For example, the child is moving the objects using their finer movements. So finer movements, for example, the fingers, they are holding some pen, they are holding some tumblers, or else they are holding some utensils, so etc. Those type of actions, and then they are holding the pen and writing some lines or some drawings is one of the skills in fine motor. And next, picking up some toys. So those things are finer motor skills. And coming to the larger motor skills is nothing but their whole body movement. So only the fingers or as only the hands are moving, so while doing the action. So in gross motor skills, the whole body will have some movement. For example, balancing, walking, dancing, climbing, running, hopping, standing, sitting. So all these actions will lead to the gross motor skills. So both fine and gross motor skills will develop the individual physical and mental strength of that particular child. Now we will see some examples for gross motor and fine motor activities. The first one in gross motor skills is running. So either they can run forward or turn around or etc. or else rounding towards a circular objects. These set of things are doing in running action. And next one is jumping. So jumping can be done in forward movements. So next one is throwing the ball or kicking the ball, etc. is also a gross motor skill. Walking. So forward or backward walking. Some child will have will walk through their tip of their fingers also. So pushing the objects, pushing the heavier objects or lighter objects based on their strength. And next one is clapping with hands. So this is also one of the action. And next one is climbing in staircase. They can climb the staircase either in a forward way or else some children will have their backward movements also. And next one is swings. So here they like jula. So this is also one of the skill. And next one is the cycling. So cycling is good for their leg bones. So lifting heavier objects is also some child will do these type of activities. So here the whole body is working when doing these actions. So this is called as gross motor skills. Now fine motor skills. Here using their fingers they can turn the pages in their notebooks, building blocks, or as arranging the stacking objects, and holding crayons or holding pencils, holding erasers is also an action. Painting using some brushes, cutting papers is also an action. So scribbling in papers or else in the wall, etc. So drawing lines. So this is the basic method we teach to the child, either it is a sleeping line, standing line, slanting line, etc. And filling objects. So based on the colors they can fill the objects. So and then brushing, opening boxes, buttoning, either it is a press type button or else a hook button they can learn, and then velcro or zipping items. So these fine motor skills can be applied to the child development. So this question is about the child psychology. So at the earlier stages, how an infancy is developing their physical and mental developments through some gross and fine motor skills. Thank you.